The revival of NBC's Night Court became an instant hit in early 2023, thanks in large part to the return of a fan-favorite character. But this is not the same Dan Fielding. Here's why. Much of the revival's appeal comes from a carefully considered balance of nostalgia and likable new elements. Credit for that goes directly to series star Melissa Rauch, who got the revival going as part of her deal with Warner Bros. Television. There was one link to the previous series that couldn't be overlooked. John Larroquette. His performance as Assistant District Attorney Dan Fielding garnered 4 consecutive Emmy Awards for Supporting Actor in a comedy series. Bringing Fielding back meant dealing with a familiar character's past, present, and future all at once. Dan Fielding has been described as many things, but in a nutshell, he's a Lothario who cares only about his own desires. Night Court viewers in the 80s and 90s were often treated to Fielding's exploits with a host of women. While some were humorous, others hinted at a sense of sadness and longing the Assistant District Attorney hid all too well. Reintroducing the character after 30 years offered an opportunity to delve deeper into who he has become and avoid treading water with regurgitated plot points. The Night Court revival addressed where Fielding landed in its first episode. Judge Abby Stone sought out the character after losing a key component to her court. Instead of offering him his old job, the new judge asked him to assume the role of public defender. The first exchange between Stone, daughter of former Judge Harry Stone, and Fielding quickly sets the tone for where he stands today. Gone is the ladies' man who was constantly pursuing new partners, and what remains as a man changed by life's biggest moments, love and loss.
That is what sold Sarah on the place.
Sarah, your wife?
She was.
The former Assistant District Attorney revealed that he had indeed been married, finding love with his deceased wife. Her loss left Fielding searching for some solace, but only finding work as a process server. The job kept him near the legal community without practicing law, something he grew tired of while viewers were away. Much like in the original series, there's more than meets the eye with Fielding. With Fielding's return also came a new, more modern attitude towards women. No longer was he the man who couldn't encounter a female character without making salacious comments. He's still sardonic, but he's clearly much wiser. Early episodes touched on Dan Fielding's current thoughts on dating and love as a widower, with episode 4, Dan vs. Dating, offering the clearest picture of where he is now. In the episode, a woman asks him for his phone number, but he initially avoids getting in touch with her, choosing instead to dine alone. Abby's clerk Neil, however, pushes send on Dan's drafted text, and the woman later meets him at the restaurant. The latter part of the episode is where the audience experiences a deep dive into someone they thought they knew. It turns out that the woman just wanted a fling, which was actually a cover for an identity theft revenge plot related to an old case. So Fielding unwittingly discovers how much his wife's memory lingers. Before the ruse is revealed, what would have previously been a one-night stand becomes a strong source of character development.
She changed me. I mean, the old me would have been very much into this, but I'm a different man now.
TV fanatic Diana King encapsulated what many viewers were feeling after the episode's debut, writing, "There is sweeping romanticism in the thought of Dan Fielding giving up his rapscallion ways for the love of a good woman, or maybe the love of the right woman. None of this would be possible without the talents of John Larroquette. Long against returning to the role, the process of meeting Rauch and seeing what the creative team had in mind convinced him to give it a try. Producing as well as starring in the series gave him the ability to shape his character's current incarnation, something expertly acted in this episode as well as the entire revival. According to the actor, don't expect Fielding to be back to his old ways. He told Deadline, "The man is 75 years old. Nobody wants to see that, and I certainly don't want to play that. So whatever we'll do in the future about that will always be glancing blows to that sort of homage."